Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase and review we're going to be looking at the 1988 Decepticon Pretender Bombburst. So what we're going to do with this video, we're going to have a detailed look at him in all of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. I'm going to have a look at all the accessories that come with him to help you know if yours is complete. Because he's a vintage toy, I'm going to point out things that you need to be aware of if you have to purchase one for yourself. And as I'm lucky enough to have one still in the packaging, we can have a look at the artwork, the battle scenes, and just all the insides that come with it, again, to help you know if yours is complete. Right, let's have a look at him then. So, in my own honest opinion, and I've said this before, by the time the Pretender started to hit about 1988, at the time, I wasn't really impressed with these particular figures. I just thought that they were, which they are quite basic. But now, since collecting them as an adult, I've just found a much more I suppose I've got a better appreciation for them, and just I suppose how clever they actually were, because at the end of the day you've got, okay, it's a basic transforming robot, but it still fits inside one of these shells and they've got their own stories. So let's start off with looking at the shell, to be honest, because the shell itself, it's quite good. Now the accessories that you're looking for, these come off, so you've got both. Let's have a look. Let's take everything out so you can see. So with the shell, there's a few things that you get, and there's a few things that can always be damaged. So let's take all these bits off, and what we've got is you've got the belt there, you can see. Now these always get damaged around the side. Make sure that they stay on there, and to be honest, that's one of the main reasons I'm not going to pull that off, because if I break it, it's completely damaged. The other thing to look at with the shells is they get some faded. They do tend to get a bit of sticky residue on them, a bit like some of the other Pretender shells, and of course the most obvious and the most, I suppose, common thing that gets damaged with them is the paint chips off, because the paint is always on the front parts, like the knees and the chest, like so. Now the two shoulder parts, you can see there's holes either side, and these just fit, as you can see, and straight away it makes that look much better. And the axe, again, is brilliant. It's huge, it looks really good, and this will just fit into his hand. Now you can see you've got arm articulation on the shell, and unfortunately that is it. There's nothing else going on with the shell. But to be honest, again, I had Skullgrim when I was a child, and I don't really remember playing much with the shell anyhow. It was all about the inner bot. Now the inner bot itself is, as I said, it's basic. So what we've got is we've got the robot, we've got detail on the head there. You can see that stickers on this particular part as well, they're quite important. Without the stickers, it does look quite bland. We've got arm articulation that go all the way around, so will the legs. There's a bit of knee as well, to be honest, but that is mainly for transformation purposes. Same for the ankle and tilt and rock. So what we've got is, here he is in robot mode, and to be honest, if you haven't got the accessories, as in the blue parts, the blue guns here, then what you can do is you can get away with displaying him in this mode. Without the accessories, he doesn't look that great at all. In fact, let's show you. So I'll take the accessories off this, and that's not the greatest alternate mode you're ever going to see. Lovely detail there for the fans though, but it's just not the greatest. Whereas when you've got these weapons, you can put them one in each on the side of the forearm, and that looks, it just looks a million times better straight away, doesn't it? We'll have a look at that in a second. But what I wanted to show you with the weapons is, first and foremost, you've seen that there's the small tabs there, which you can put either side of the arm. There's also large tabs, so what you can do as well, if you wanted to, you can put the large guns in the Pretender's hand, and they do go, you've just got to push it right in the right way. That's better, and get that behind the thumb. So there's another way that you can use these weapons, which you can see. You can't though obviously put, or maybe you can, I've never tried this, but I've just thought that maybe if I push it in enough, because it's rubber, well, there you go. I never knew you could do that. So you can swap weapons. The inner bot can indeed wield and hold the axe. Perfect. I'm amazed by that. Let's leave that there. And what you can then do with the weapons as well is you can take these, and you can see with the two little holes, what you can do is you can combine these. You can turn them like so, and you've got a large blaster now, much bigger blaster. That hand's not been the greatest, to be fair. Let's pop that in there, And I think that's how it looks on the picture, to be honest. Yes, it does. What they've done is they've done them that way as well. You can see there they've combined the blaster, and that's exactly what they've done for that. So again, what I like about these now, and this is why I've got more appreciation for them, because you can do so much with them. They're not just a case of just exactly that. They're not just a simple little robot and stuff. There is so much more you can do. You can also turn them around, combine them that way, and then we've got another version or another way that you can combine and use the weapons. And this is what I say in all of the toys that I review, and I like the fact they're doing that with the newer figures as well. You're getting a few accessories where you can change, play around with them, and I think, as I say, deep down, that's exactly what it's about. It's a toy, it's about having fun, and initially, of course, they're aimed at kids, it's for their imagination, but for us adults who collect them, it's always good. And of course, let's be honest, loads of adults do great photography with them all and displays, etc. And the more that they can do, the more displays they can do, then the better it is for them as well. Right, before we put them back in that bot, let's have a look at the alternate mode. I suppose it's like a Cybertronian sort of hovercrafty jet, isn't it? You've got the wind turbines there. You can tell that that was the head, obviously. Well, it is the head. It does turn around as well, to be honest. I didn't point that out on there. And you've got the fin at the back, which folds up. Now, the reason I've got this guy in the ultimate mode is because somebody's coloured his eyes in. But see what I mean about with no stickers? Just how sort of, let's have a look. With no stickers at all, you can see he looks super bland, nowhere near as good. So, in fact, that's the transformation process for you there. So you can fold these up like so. And you've got the wings there as well. You've also got this, but that's mainly for what I'm about to show you in a second. So we'll turn that over. There they are, like so. So yeah, the reason why they were called Pretenders is for this. So we can take the shell apart. We'll take the bot. What we'll do is we'll fold his feet flat. We'll fold the arms around like so. And then what we can do is we can pop this in there. There you go. We can then close the shell. I've not done this in years. Around him, and there is your Pretender, because your robot is now pretending to be some form of beastly, werewolfy bat, not werewolf, werebat alien, which is clearly in disguise, obviously, on planet Earth. Right, I'm going to keep him in there for a second before we bring him back out. I'm going to show you the packaging. What we've got here. I love this artwork on the Pretenders. Again, this is another reason why I've found a new appreciation for them. Alternate mode of little bot, and then the shell at the back as well. So we've got all the same details here. There he is coming out of the shell with the weapons, transforming into the alternate mode, and funnily enough, all the weapons back on and inside there. Now, well, let's have a look at the back. So on the artwork, we've got this beautiful battle scene. They're in the West, and to anybody who collected Hasbro, we're now looking at Power Master Optimus Prime with the Pretenders all around it. For people who collected Japanese figures, so it would be the Super God Master Force artwork, and we're looking at God Jinrai and Blood. So I think is Blood is Bombburst, Dauros, and a few of the other names, but we're not going to talk about them. I'll save them for another video. What I want to show you with this, though, is, again, I'm asked this quite a few times about the original inserts. So if we have a look inside, this must have had a really happy and overzealous child on Christmas morning or something, because they've completely ripped this whole back part to pieces. So this back piece should be in one. And then what you've got is this is a bit sun faded, to be honest. This should all be white. You've got two bubbles holding it all in, like so. So if I move this there, you can see that this would be the bubble where the robot and the Pretender lie. And on the side will be the accessories. You can just see it there. And in fact, you can see underneath them the colour that it should be. And then this would fit over the top. So there's quite a lot of inner workings to these. So if you're looking to get a complete one, you want all parts to the inner bubble. You want the backing card. As I said, loads of things to be aware of and to look for. Now, as you can see, I've just taken out the paperwork rather, so we can have a look at the paperwork. In fact, I'll tidy that up in a minute. I won't waste any more time on the video. Let's have a look at the paperwork that come with him. So this one looks like it was an unused one, to be honest. So we've got the stickers there, we've got the tech spec decoder, we've got the instructions, which this is the new format they were using on the Pretenders, with the block grid, with the black and white, and obviously the purple for Decepticons. And then we've got a lovely mail away brochure there as well. If you want to see that in more detail, there's a video of that on my channel. Right, let's just round this up then. So let's turn that back around, move that out of the way, and then the final thing that I need to do then is take him back out of the shell, reconnect the weapons to him, and I think that's pretty much where we're going to sign this one off. So there's the little inner bot, fold his feet down, bring out the arms like so. There's the alternate mode, and then we're going to attach these, break these up like so, put one on each hand, and then that's your choice, obviously, how you want to display them. Obviously no stickers, alternate mode. If you've got the stickers, robot mode. If you haven't got the inner bot at all, you're just going to be displaying the shell. But there you go. Hopefully that was insightful enough and answered loads of your questions on who and what he is, because of course we are expecting a newer version. I've just thought one more thing that people have asked me to do, so I'm going to do it. If I move these over, and this is because we are expecting a new version of this figure. It's going to be a core class figure. So to give you an idea of how big a core class figure is, it's that size. There is of course core class iguana, so he's going to be quite a bit smaller than the standard generation 1 version, but he's going to be loads bigger than the rubbish, sorry, shouldn't say that, the not so great Power of the Primes versions of the figures. So yeah, core class figures, everybody, we're looking at him being about this particular size. There we go. That definitely rounds up this video. I hope it answered all the questions for everybody who's asked regarding this particular figure. Let me know in the comments, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.